We were drunk, sharing wild college stories. Then girlfriend casually said she used to attack homeless men, along with her ex and some friends. I laughed it off thinking she was joking, but she was dead serious. She meant it. I don't know if I can stay. I've been dating my girlfriend for like 9 months. She just recently turned 26, and we were celebrating her birthday. At the end of the night, we were both kind of drunk and were talking about our craziest stories from college. She said that her boyfriend at the time and a friend group of guys and girls would sometimes go out at night and mess with homeless dudes, including beating them up with bats. She also referred to them as junkies and generally dehumanizing terms about them, and she even mentioned that it was great stress relief. She can get pretty crazy sometimes and has a bit of a mean streak, honestly, but it really shocked me when she said this. I thought she was joking because she was laughing while telling the story. But as I acted skeptical, she kept affirming it was true. I just played along and kind of laughed thinking she was just drunk. The next day, it still bothered me subconsciously, so I asked her again about it casually, and she said yeah, it was true. The thing that disturbed me, though, was there was no remorse. She told the story like a LOL good times kind of story. I think if she was embarrassed about it, I would have felt different. I still tried to ignore it over the next days, but I obviously wasn't able to because I ended up researching online for information about similar crimes in that city at that time. I didn't find anything, by the way. Unfortunately, I definitely believe her at this point, though. She never does these kinds of elaborate jokes over days. Plus, I can just tell she's being truthful, just knowing her. Anyway, like I said, it continued to bother me, so I brought it up one more time a couple days later. This time I was more serious. Basically just straight up asking how could she not feel bad about that. I was honestly just curious. She got kind of pissed this time. She asked me if it turns me on, and that's why I keep bothering her about it. I said no, but I just couldn't imagine doing something like that myself, so that's why I'm asking. Then she started saying stuff like, "Why are you judging me about stuff that happened years ago?" and saying it's none of my business who she slept with back then or anything else about her life. That's when it occurred to me that she might have thought I was jealous or something about her ex, since he was apparently one of the guys in that group. She might think I'm trying to guilt trip her out of jealousy related to him or something, which I'm not. But anyway, that was how it ended, and I'm obviously not going to bring it up again. Even though I honestly considered breaking up over this, I kind of saw where she was coming from in that it was a long time ago, and maybe I'm being kind of a dick for judging her over this. What do you think? I'm no saint at all, but I can't help that it bothers me. I can't look at her the same way now, and I really think it might be over. Thanks for your advice. Best comments. But why wasn't this a deal breaker for you? I think it was. I'm just saying I was second guessing it. It's hard to process. Why the F are you with an evil person like that? Damn, bro. You're a piece of shit also if you stay with her. Sorry, I'm not trying to justify it. It's just really hard for me. But people do change. I was a totally different person in college, too. This would be so much easier for me if she was just sorry about it. But she's not sorry. She's mad you keep bringing it up and is acting like the dude she did those horrific things with is the problem and not the assault and battery on innocent people. This shouldn't be hard, dude. I bet the former boyfriend got aroused by the violence. Maybe OP's girlfriend isn't that twisted on her own, but the fact that she willingly went along with it and laughs about it now as stress relief, that's some sociopathic shit. I cannot stay with someone who had done this. She's a psychopath. She admits to violently attacking people. You aren't married. You can leave. Knowing she's capable of this, you are underreacting by staying with her. One day, she could easily do something like that to you. So, take precautions when you leave. Update number 1, 7 days after the first post. I just wanted to let everyone know that I broke up with my girlfriend. I absolutely do not condone any violence against unhoused people. That's the reason I asked about it, because it seriously shocked me, but then everyone turned it on me and acted like I was condoning it. I'm sorry, but it just takes a lot of time to process when you're in a relationship with someone. You can't just end it like that. Plus, I try to be really mindful of things like shaming women for past mistakes in relationships. The last thing I want to be is one of those guys. And when she accused me of that herself, I started believing I may be wrong. But anyway, when I told her we were going to have to break up because of what she told me, she actually looked shocked. I think she believed I was joking at first. But I straight up told her how wrong she was for doing that, which I hadn't had the courage to do before. I said how she could have even killed one of those guys and not known it, etc. She didn't have much to say, just looking really angry, honestly. But anyway, once I showed I was serious, she started guilt-tripping me about how I'm trying to shame her for her past, etc. The same point she had made before. But in the end, she started insulting me really harshly and eventually turned it around on me, and it was like she was breaking up with me instead. However, she wants to think of it as fine with me. Some of the things she said were really hurtful if I'm being honest, but I know she was just angry, and I just have to keep reminding myself that I did the right thing. As for reporting the crimes like some people said, I did try, but I had trouble talking to a person at that police department over the phone. It's across the country from where I am. The phone recording tells me to file reports online. The online form asks me if I know who did the crime, and when I check yes, it tells me I have to file the report on the phone or in person. Anyway, I'm still working on that, but it seems like there's a lot of bureaucracy to do through. Sorry for not responding to a lot of you before, but I was really overwhelmed. Even though this isn't my main account, I want people to know I did the right thing. Take care. Best comments. The fact that her first emotion was anger instead of sadness or reflection should be a good sign you made the right decision. She's a psychopath. Ignore what she says to and about you. You did yourself a favor breaking up with her, and as time goes by, you'll realize that. You dodged an insane bullet. Do not look back. If she showed zero remorse, then you have zero clue of what she's capable of.